Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Benita here from the Anxiety Recovery School, and I wanted to say hello. And today I wanted to create a movie for you about negative comments and why they stick. And I've done this really because I've had quite a few clients who have said to me they've had a series of negative comments and they don't understand why they get so reactive and they feel it's so loaded. So, how sensitive are you to comments perhaps from one single person? Perhaps it's a ex-partner, husband, wife, parent, mother, father, brother, sister. Maybe it's a colleague that you have. Why do negative comments stick with us? And what it does is it brings down our mood and it makes us feel even worse about ourselves. It makes us feel worse about our work and in particular about relationships that we have. Now, that one comment can absolutely and utterly outweigh anything positive that we do in our life. And that's just what we do as humans. And what we need to be very aware of is that we don't find other comments in our life and start to almost question them and accumulate them. So one negative comment will then lead to you then doubting whether someone else who's made a comment about you is that negative. And then we allow them to build up. We stack them. And then suddenly we're aware of loads of problems and loads of worries that have come into our day or into our month or our week. And then this then becomes like a thinking strategy. We apply this strategy to our general life. Well, actually, it's instinctive. What we do as human beings is quite instinctive. When we needed to hunt and we needed to avoid being eaten in our evolutionary past, that was how we had to think to survive. But actually, it's not very effective. It's not a very effective thinking strategy for modern day life. Now, our brain still reacts the same as it did in those days. In the past, it's just simply trying to protect us. It allows you and draws you into this obsessive thoughts, and then they accumulate during our day. All these thoughts accumulate. Now, our motivation is seriously halted. But actually, we need to understand that as human beings, no matter what we do, whether we have a job, whether we're a mother, whether we have an illness, whether we are housebound, we still need to have goals. And we need to believe that we can accumulate and that we can accomplish these goals. But negative comments provides us with the evidence that we cannot succeed, which is demotivating, and then it spirals our anxiety, our stress, and it also triggers any past trauma that we would have had. Now, what we do is we often take this out on our loved ones, on our relationships, on the people that's around us, because we become really stressed about it and we believe it. Now, there is evidence out there that suggests that actually to be positive, we need to have 3 more times positive comments than we do negative. So one negative comment will have a massive impact on us and we'll believe it and we hone in on it. But actually to be really positive and stay positive, we need 3 times the amount of positive comments. That's quite difficult when perhaps your environment is negative. Perhaps you work in a negative environment or home life is not great. Now, what can we do to change these negative comments? First of all, write them down. Strategy number 1, write them down. Then write down how you feel about that comment. And number 3, write down your reaction to that comment. By doing that, so write it down, write your feeling about it, and write your reaction to it. This actually relieves your brain of the task of reminding you about it. So that eliminates your brain going round over and over and over, reminding you about how awful this comment was and what it makes you feel like. Number 2, I want you to, you can't do anything about this negative comment. So think about, is this comment due to this person's behavior that creates the comment? So if they behave in a certain way and then they make you feel X, Y, and Z, you can't change it, can you? But you need to be aware of, is it a behavior that I can't change? Number 3, Set out small, achievable goals in your day, every day. Write a list of what you need to achieve, what you need to do. And then as you've done them, make a list. Tick them off, tick them off, tick them off. Even if it is as small as put the washing on, do the dishes, create a list of what you need to do in your day, and then tick them off. This makes your brain feel like you are winning at stuff, and this allows your brain to feel like it's achieving. So it mitigates the fact that you feel low all the time. And number 4, I want you to think about if these comments come in really regularly, like it's an ex-partner, husband, wife, it arrives on a text or on an email, which I know a lot of my clients receive. Before you read the text or the email, because you'll know it's coming from X person, you know you are sensitive to that comment. Before you read it, take 10 seconds out and tell yourself, I am desensitizing myself from the message. It is only script. I am going to not overthink the comment. I'm going to read it. I'm going to take a step back. I'm going to take 10 seconds, compose myself. I'm going to remove the emotional content. And I'm going to disconnect from it. So take that step back, disconnect from the comment, and make sure that it does not raise your sensitivity. And you do that over and over and over again. So you retrain yourself and you break that habit. Remember, when we react from someone because we're sensitive, it becomes a learned response because we're protecting ourselves from that person's awful words. That is the way to deal with negative comments and avoid them sticking. I hope you've enjoyed my video today. I hope this has helped. Comment below and tell me what you think. I'll speak to you soon, community. Bye.